Hi, I'm here with Jeff Morris and Michael Shepard, co-chefs of the Copper Pot Restaurant in Clarkesville, Georgia. We're here today to discuss the second annual charity dinner for Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. Could you guys tell us a little bit about the event?
Well, the event is for Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, as you said, and what it is we're raising money to help them with their everyday expenses. We as chefs feel like we have the perfect vehicle to help them with food and wine and beer. It gives us a way of a nice medium of giving back.
And this year we're going to do, it's Pigs and Pints is the theme, and we're both very excited about that.
Yeah, it's a great organization to give back to. What they do there is phenomenal. You know, with the Cancer Center and with a way of helping community members that don't have the means to go to a hospital of that level. They take care of it. They help out. They help the community.
I understand there's going to be a 6-course dinner, is that correct?
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
We'll start off with a charcuterie board, which is my course. We'll have some cured black pepper salami, some sweet soppressata, we'll do some pork rillettes. We're going to do a house-made bratwurst, a few little jams, a little beer mustard. Start everybody off. We'll just go all pig with that one. And then we have our 3 other chefs from out of town that are doing 3 small plates. Chef Gerry Klaskala,
Yep.
Aria, and Canoe will be part of that. Chef Mark Timms, who is Michael's former chef.
And then we have Chef Daryl Shular, who is an amazing gentleman as well. He's the corporate executive chef for PFG Milton's, and he's also a culinary gold medalist. The Copper Pot is donating the space that night. All of our staff is donating their time,
And tips.
tips and everything. It's 100% donation, so everything's being donated for this event.
And then we've got two dessert courses.
Yeah,
we're
our
doing.
Sous Chef is going to do a key lime tart. I'm excited that we are able again for a second year to do this event.
So for anyone who is looking to learn more about this event, who should they contact?
Just simply call the Copper Pot Restaurant. Phone number 706-839-1300. You can ask for Michael or Jeff, and we can go ahead and get your reservation. We can fill you in on the food, on the activities. Any questions that you have, we'll be glad to answer them. And we're doing it for 100 people this year, so it seems like a lot, but it's going to fill up quick. So.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, we've got Miles here, which is Michael Shepard's son. We understand that in 2009, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta saved Miles' life, and that's part of the reason that Michael feels so strongly about giving back to this organization. Michael, could you tell us a little bit about your story?
Yeah, in 2009, Miles was 4 months old. He was starting to run a high fever. So when I got off work that night, my wife and I took him to the hospital, and they checked him out, and they sent us home. They said that, you know, it was just a cold, that he was fine. The next day, I went to work, and of course that night, the nights were rough because he wasn't sleeping well, he wasn't eating, and if he did eat, he was vomiting. So the nights were hard. Sunday morning, got up, my wife got him ready. She went to take him to her mom's house so her mom could watch him. And I went to work. I got a phone call a few hours later saying, meet us at the hospital. And this was the hospital in Gainesville. We went there, and he was running an outrageous fever and couldn't breathe. And again, we got sent home. They did x-rays and stuff. Said it was cold. He was fine. Monday morning, one of the hospitals had given us, this is 2 different hospitals, one of the hospitals had given us a prescription for a nebulizer. So we went and got a nebulizer and gave him his first treatment of albuterol, because they said that that would help open up his lungs and help him breathe. Well, it actually stopped his breathing. And he turned white, really white. We called the hospital. They said they needed to see him immediately. So we took him into Haversham Hospital, and they immediately admitted him because his air, the amount of air that he could take in wasn't correct. The pediatrician on duty that night got to the hospital, and she realized that things were bad wrong. So she called Children's Health Care. Unbeknownst to us, we didn't know that that was going on. And she got him a bed. She came back in and said that they were on their way with the helicopter, which was great news to me, that he was going someplace. You know, I figured if anybody could help him, a children's hospital could. That was really hard. But over the next 2 weeks, they saved his life. You know, and we didn't have the money to pay for that. We didn't have insurance. And Scottish Rite wound up taking care of everything. You know, if it wasn't for them, I don't know that my son would be here today. Children's gave me something I can never give back to them. You see Miles now, and he's running around, he's playing, he's active. Outside of that, he's a healthy, normal 3-year-old. And I can never thank them for that. I can never give them enough. The one thing I can do is hold the charity event. That's what I can do.
Copper Pot Restaurant volunteers and donors, the evening is set to be a great success. For more information on attending or helping out with the event, contact the Copper Pot Restaurant.